Well, g'day, and welcome back again to Ching. And today we are back out on our bike. For those of you who watched our video about the road network and the changes that have been happening, you may recognize this. We're going to get out on the road here for a minute, get past these bumps. You may recognize this is where we started that video. We're basically doing a little test on my electric bike today. We're seeing if we can get from our DingHu campus out to our new campus out at DingHu. We've basically ridden 18 kilometers so far. I've still got full bars on my bike, got a suitcase and a ukulele down here in between my feet, and yeah, we're going to see how we go. I'm told I should have the range to get out there. So we don't actually have any classes today, so I've left myself plenty of time. We're going to stay out there tonight. We'll actually stay out there for the next 2 nights. So that'll be Wednesday night, Thursday night. And then the test riding back home on Friday. We'll actually be riding back Friday night. So we'll actually have lights on as well. So that'll use a bit more electricity, so we'll see how we go with that ride. Just watching mirrors here for cars coming behind us. Yeah, I would rather be up on the footpath, but everything's a bit bumpy up there at the moment. But we'll get off of this road when we can. So yeah, we're actually going to ride right through DingHu, out the other side, and just give you a look through there at what we come across. Over on our left here, the big red building there, we can see that is a children's park, which I actually must go back in there and make a video. That was actually one of the very, very first videos I did when I started my YouTube channel. I went in there and did a video, but it was terrible. I had no idea what I was doing. I think that was the 3rd video I was trying to make. The first 2 videos were really just me talking. One was just explaining what the channel was going to be about. The second video was talking about Ching. That was going to be my 3rd video, and it was the first time I'd actually gone out trying to show stuff. I wasn't actually just talking to camera. So yeah, it didn't work. So we must get back in there sometime. You see this 3-wheel vehicle heading past us. Yeah, so we're going to ride right the way through DingHu, pretty much, right the way through the middle. We're going to see a lot of this road work that you can see here. All this new roads on our left. We're going to see, because this goes right the way through DingHu. There's lots of underpasses and raised highways and all sorts of stuff through here. So it is really interesting to have a look at. Just another thing we wanted to talk about as we're riding sort of out here before we get into DingHu proper. On the video, I think it was my ride out the back of DingHu that we did the other day, somebody left a comment asking about electric bikes in China. And so I want to talk a little bit about an electric bike, buying an electric bike, what sort of things you have to do, what your requirements are, all that sort of thing. So, electric bikes. My bike cost me, I think it was about 3,500 RMB. I got the maximum batteries you can get in here for the maximum range. I'm told I should get about 80 kilometers out of this bike. I don't believe that. I believe that 80 kilometers is your best case scenario in perfect conditions. Much like anything electronic, if I'm going to be buying a drone probably early next year. The advertised flight times, I don't believe them. I always knock 20% off, because all those things are tested in the best possible conditions. And, you know, we don't live in the best possible conditions. Right, we might. No, we won't. We'll stay on the road here. Everybody seems to be off of this side road at the moment, so we'll stick where we are. So yeah, 3,500 RMB, or for an Australian, about maybe 700 to $800 Australian. I've had no issues with this bike. I've had it for what, 9-10 months now. Never had a problem. It works brilliantly. It's got, you know, alarm. It's got, if you're going down a hill and you cruise, it'll recharge your batteries for you. You know, all that sort of thing. It's really, really good bike. Some of the requirements for bikes, for the electric bikes here in China. The maximum speed for an electric bike is 25 kph, 25 kilometers per hour. Most of them do more than that. I've had mine up to, well, me and Tony coasted and we got up to 36. That was in our second gear. You put it into the third level, it goes even quicker. So I don't actually know what the top speed is, but I generally don't rush. I generally go fairly slow and sedate. As I am now, it just conserves your battery, means your battery lasts longer. So yeah, I'm pretty happy just plodding along. So 25 kph is the legal maximum. Most of them do more. You see some of the delivery guys, I'm sure their bikes are getting up over 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, we're going to duck around here and duck over the road on the footpath here. We won't try and stay in traffic through there, because it just might get a bit busy. Other things about the bikes. Helmet. You do have to wear a helmet. It is another legal requirement. Again, most people don't bother. They are meant to, but yeah, a lot of people don't wear helmets. Occasionally you will see the police set up on a corner somewhere and they'll be stopping bikes going past, and if they're not wearing a helmet, they'll either tell them to put their helmet on. If they haven't got their helmet with them, get off your bike and push. They'll push their bike 50 meters down the road and get back on their bike, carry on their way. They don't seem to pay a whole lot of attention. Yeah, very, very authoritarian. Right. Okay, another question he asked, do you need to have a license? No, you do not need a license. If your bike's limited to 25 kph, it's sort of like being on a push bike. You don't need a license. Oh, these are a bit narrow. I have to pick my ukulele up here, make sure we can squeeze through without knocking the head off the ukulele. Okay, what trail? No, we got traffic coming through. We might stay on the footpath for the minute. So you do not need a license. You do, however, need to get a license plate. License plate is very cheap. It's only, I think it's 100 RMB per year. And that is basically giving you insurance. If you have an accident, if you accidentally knock someone off, you know, who's walking on the footpath, you run into someone, you've got insurance. You've got medical insurance. So, yeah, worth getting your bike licensed. The other thing that makes it worthwhile, occasionally you will see, I don't know who the authority is, some government authority, they'll drive around town in a truck, and if they see electric bikes with no number plate, they'll pick them up and they'll take them away. Chuck them on the back of a truck and they're gone. So, yeah, if you're in China and you're buying an electric bike, get a license plate. I don't know, it cost me 100 RMB a year here. I don't know if it is the same everywhere or if different cities, different provinces have different rules and whatnot. Although I think a lot of the electric bike stuff is a national rule now, I believe. But how much like your license plate costs, maybe different provinces, it's different rates. If you're going to a smaller country town, maybe it's cheaper out in the country, in the rural areas. I don't know. I can only speak from my knowledge here in Jiaoqing. So, yeah, where we are with that, I'm not sure. So we are starting to head into where we've got all these new apartment buildings starting to appear here in DingHu. There's actually a building up here somewhere which I do want to point out to you because it is really quite interesting. When we came out to have a look at the lake the other night, the first night we came out, this building, we came out later at night, and this building was under lights, and it looked bloody amazing. I don't know if I can pick out the building in the daytime without the lights and the patterns that appeared on the wall, but we'll try and pick it out because it did look really, really good. Big shopping centre on our right here. A lot of apartment buildings down the back of there. I've only been in there once. We went in there for dinner. I didn't really have a look around. This is another place I actually want to come and do a video in here and have a good look around in this shopping centre. This is very, very new. It's only a couple of years old maybe. But probably I think it'd be the biggest shopping centre out here in DingHu, out in this district. Lots of stuff to go and have a look at in there. A lot of new apartments out the back there. A lot of new stuff still being built out the back there. It's going to be a very, very busy little area, this, I think, in the future. What else can we see out here? There was talk, actually, if we look down to the right here, we see the mountains down behind the apartment buildings there. There was talk of them building a artificial ski slope up there, all fully covered, fully enclosed. It was going to be huge. They were going to have, I think, 5 or 6 different ski runs in this facility, and they were going to be long. Like, I believe it was, I'm just trying to remember what I read, definitely the longest ski runs, artificial ski runs in China, possibly the largest in the world. It was a very, very big undertaking. I saw those plans in 2019. A lot of people were sharing them online here in Jiaoqing. People were really excited about it. But then COVID hit, everything got put on hold. I don't know if they still have plans to do that in the future once the economy gets pumping again. I hope they do. I would love to have a place like that here in Jiaoqing. That would be pretty amazing. So you see this amazing walkway over here, over above us here, big circle, people to cross. Yeah, you can basically cross to all points of this intersection. We are actually going to get up onto the footpath in here. Looks like we've got a bit better footpath from here on in. So yeah, we'll keep off the road when we can, because up here a little bit further, it is going to get busier. So this is another area of Jiaqing I've not really spent any time out at this end of DingHu. Down the other end, where our old school is, spent a lot of time walking around that sort of area, but never really got down this end of DingHu. So this is one of the reasons I'm checking out the range on this bike. In the future, I'll actually get a bit more organized and I will get my suitcase and stuff on the school bus. And once I've sort of worked out the range of this bike, we'll actually do more of it. You know, I'll ride out to the school more often because I don't have classes on a Thursday afternoon. So I actually have Thursday afternoon free to go and explore out here a bit more. So yeah, we're going to try and take the bike out to DingHu, out to our school out there a bit more often, and yeah, explore this area a bit more, because I haven't spent nearly enough time out here. It's yeah, it's an interesting little spot. So over on our left, the mountain range over here goes right back through, right past Duanzhou. It's a nice long mountain range and carries on in front of us right out towards Sihui. It's a long mountain range actually, it is quite a big one. Oh, we got some bumpety areas looking up here. We might have to, oh no, we can get around on this side, but it looks oh, yeah, we might actually get onto the road, back onto the road here. Not looking so pleasant up on the sidewalk. Right, let's check what traffic we got coming. Oh. Okay, and we've got traffic lights. Okay, where's this three-wheeler going? We're going to scoot past him up onto the footpath up here. Get out of the way of the traffic. Oh, nice timing. Okay, we'll stay on the side for the minute. Let the cars from those traffic lights work their way past us. And we must be getting close to our first... Oh, we're actually past our first underpass. So, just on the left here where you can see this wall, the main highway in the middle here is actually running underground there. Right, what do we got behind us? Okay, we're going to get out onto the road. So, we're going to see just up here where the road comes up. So where that traffic lights were, we just went through. The highway actually ducks underneath there, so that, you know, the guys on the highway don't actually have to slow down for traffic lights and things. They've got a straight run through. So you can see the cars just coming up here on our left here now. And there's another one of these further up the road. So all of this, these underpasses, I think they were completed by the time I got here, but only just. But we will see further up the road here what wasn't completed, and that's, yeah, that was amazing when I first arrived here. I'd never seen anything like the amount of work that was going on out here. You know, coming from small town Australia into somewhere like this was pretty eye-opening. So we have another big new building on our left over here under construction. That looks like it might be another school under construction behind those trees on our left. I'm just keeping an eye on this footpath here, just because I do want to get off the road, just checking what these bumps are like getting on and off the footpath. We might, we'll stay here for the minute. What have we got coming behind us? No, we're okay for the minute. I love this gate here. This is amazing. Another person commented a while back, and I can't remember, it might be on the Looking at the Road Network video, commented about an old police, bumps there, about an old police station that was somewhere between Guangzhou and DingHu. Apparently it was a bit of like a pyramid shaped police station with an Eiffel Tower thing on the top. I can't remember who left that comment, but I've been out on the bus out to the new school a couple of times. I haven't managed to find that police station. I have some vague recollection of the place you're talking about, but I haven't managed to find it. So I don't know if it's been knocked down. I do vaguely remember seeing something like that. I've been keeping an eye out for it the last few times I've been out to DingHu, and I haven't been able to find it. So I think it was here when I first arrived. I don't think it's here anymore. So you see on our left there, lots of new apartment buildings there under construction. We can see new stuff here just getting off the ground. They will have just finished the groundworks in there. There is, as we get further out, sort of through to the other side. So here we have another of these underpasses. The car's heading downhill here to go under the next set of traffic lights. There's a lot of businesses on our right here, but I can't tell you what they all are. But yeah, so the road's heading right down underneath us here. And yeah, when it comes back up, it actually becomes a raised highway. It is bloody amazing. There's some really nice apartment buildings up here on the right actually. The tops of these buildings look really nice. They've got some nice sort of design features built into them. They look fantastic. Okay, we got traffic lights here. Wow, we've still got full charge on our battery. So we've done, what have we done now? We've done 10 kilometers since we turned the camera on. So we've done 28 kilometers now. So I'm pretty impressed. It looks like we'll have no problem getting out to the school. That's great. So a lot of new apartment buildings out on the left out there. Just trying to think. I think we've gone past the turnoff to get up to DingHu Mountain, which will be over on our left somewhere here. Okay, and we're on our way again. Alright, just for this little section, while we're close to the traffic lights, we're going to stay up here on the footpath for the minute, I think. What traffic have we got coming behind us? No, I think we'll be okay actually. We will get out there. So here with this wall here on our left, we see where the cars are coming back up. And then as they come up from underground there, they're heading straight up onto this raised roadway. So they're going from going under the traffic lights to going up over top of the traffic lights. And this is sort of the limit of the area from our old school that I managed to explore. So all that area back behind us is all sort of unvisited area for me. I've not sort of seen a lot of that area. So we see out here there's a lot of hardware shops, all stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of these hardware places, once the sort of construction stuff finishes, I imagine a lot of these hardware places will close up and move on, and we'll get more ordinary sort of day-to-day shopping stuff in a lot of these places. There's a lot of that further out too. A lot of the places are hardware places, just doing a roaring trade with all the building going on. Oh, nice timing for the traffic lights here. Okay, and we will stick on the footpath from here on, because it will get busy. So yeah, this road up above us is basically 3 lanes each way. And when I first came to China, they were still building this. This was still under construction. And trying to get the bus out to our school. Yeah, because we drive down this road. Well, now we drive up on the race highway on the bus. But back then it was down on this road, and this was an absolute nightmare trying to get through. The amount of traffic and stuff was just mind-blowing. Oh, this person's, I think, turning left here. What are you doing? Okay. Yeah, this was just absolute chaos if you were trying to drive anywhere near this when this was under construction. Yeah, we actually came to school, and I don't even remember where. I wish I'd taken more notice, but I think we were way out the back over this side somewhere to get through, and then we came down here somewhere, and we had to get underneath this to get to the other side. It was just crazy. Wow, big bike shop there. Okay, another red light. Hi. So what have we done now? We've done 30 kilometers now. And we've still got full charge on the bike. That is a nice looking bike shop. There, we've got some nice looking bikes in there. And all these shops will have these music players out the front. A lot of shops have music playing out the front of them. It's crazy. I couldn't believe it when I first saw it. It's, right, what traffic have we got behind us? We're okay, so we'll get across on here and we'll duck straight back out to the road. It is fairly quiet on this bottom road compared to what it's like up the top here. It's amazing, you know, these people with a 3rd floor apartment, 4th floor apartment, and they have cars driving past outside their window. I mean, one of the really amazing ones I saw was in Guangzhou. I went into Guangzhou for something. Might have been a speaking competition a couple of our students were involved with. So we went over to Guangzhou to support our students and went over on the bus. And driving in on the bus, they've got, you know, these overpasses and stuff, and we were passing through 10th, 11th floor windows, and I was just amazed. You know, I couldn't imagine living 10 floors up and having cars go past your window. You know, coming from a small country town where, you know, 2 stories was a big building, to suddenly just it blew my mind entirely. Oh, someone in his Tesla. Slow down, buddy. It's the red light up there anyway. Going fast is not going to help you. Just wasting your battery. While I'm just travelling nice and slow. We'll get to the green light when, oh, this one's just about to turn green. We might just have some more perfect timing for us. Look at that, turning green now. So this building on our right here is all brand new. I don't know what that business is. That's only just been opened. And we now have this road up above us is dropping back down to ground level again. Okay, and we're going to get up on the footpath. There's a heap of traffic behind us. We'll get out of their way, wait for the rush to go past. Okay, how are we looking back there? We're okay. Okay, we're back onto the roadway. So, coming up now on our right is our old... Oh, that's a bit of noise from that truck. Is it this road? No, it's the next road. So coming up on our right on the next turnoff is our old DingHu campus. Used to be our new campus. Now we've got a new campus, so this is now the old DingHu campus. I believe our new campus isn't actually in DingHu. I believe it's past DingHu, sort of past the border into the next district, but I still call it DingHu. I don't know where the border is, and I can never remember what the next sort of district is. So again here, a lot of hardware places selling hardware and whatever they need for all the building contractors here. So this on our right here, behind these trees, you can't really see, we've got the playground in here, and then behind that is teaching buildings, laboratory buildings up in front of us on the right, dormitories down the far end. So yeah, this is where I used to come to teach. We used to have our first year students out here, second year students in at DingHu where I'm living, and then when we built the new campus, all the first, second year students went out there. This became a school for our sort of students who are down the high school age degrees, the comprehensive school. They came to the DingHu campus, and then if they decided they wanted to carry on and do further study, they could then come to this campus. But we've now changed. All of our comprehensive students are now out at that campus as well, because they didn't like the DingHu campus apparently. I'm not exactly sure why. It is a much older school, you know, it isn't as nice the buildings. But being in DingHu, I would have thought a much nicer place to be. Maybe not the best facilities, but they wanted to come back out here, so here they are again, leaving our DingHu campus empty. This here on our right is a brand spanking new hospital. It looks really, really good. I haven't been in there yet. I'd love to go in there and have a look around sometime. Yeah, it's definitely something I want to do. Where are we here? Okay, we're going to get up onto the footpath here now, because I don't actually want to be on the road going over this bridge up here, because it can get quite busy on here. So we keep off to the side on the footpath, and then coming up here somewhere we have to find a way to get over to the other side of the road, because a lot of the places where cars can turn are not really places I want to take my bike. Yeah, just a bit too busy. Oh, we're a bit bumpy here until we get up here onto the bridgeway. The mountains over there on our left look absolutely spectacular. I do love our new school sort of backing onto the mountains. It's just some great views. You get some great sunsets with the sun going down over the mountain. Oh, I want to move my bum a little bit. I'm starting to get a bit of cramp, sort of not having as much room as I would like for my feet. I'm a bit cramped up, and the bike's not actually terribly comfortable. So yeah, in the future I will try and get my suitcase and stuff on a bus to bring out here earlier so that I'm not having to carry all this stuff. It's yeah, pretty close. We can actually just see the top of the library building over in front of us. I don't know if we'll be able to see that through the camera. Oh, we got a big road over on our right here. Right, we're going to jump over there. Oi, we got some horrible bumpety steps down here to get down. Oh, that's not nice at all on a bike. Oh, goodness. Well, I hope they do something about that sometime. Okay, let's get up onto this roadway, but we do need to keep an eye on our left here because, sugar, this road's heading around to our right. Okay, we might have to get back down onto this path down here. That road's not actually following this way, it's moving around, heading back towards. So that over there, you can see the bridge that we walked over the other day when we went for a walk. Oh, and here we've got the intercity rail service. Great train, great new service that's sort of opened up recently. 2 stops in Guangzhou, 2 stops here in DingHu, then Serway, a couple of stops in Foshan. It is like a long distance subway, metro really. It's yeah, so great new service. I'm glad they've opened that one up. Right, we are in fact, actually, we've got another section of raised road up here in front of us. We're actually going to get up to there and then cross the road over to the other side. Hey, find our way up to the school. So we're actually going to go, the walk we did around DingHu the other day, I actually caught a Didi back to the school and he went up a road here on the left here somewhere, which I had not been down before. So we're actually going to try and find that on our way through. Take the bike through there. It was a thin, windy piece of road, but we're going to try and work our way through that way. And it gives us a nice straight run over on the road running sort of parallel over to our left. Gives a nice straight run. We can get off of all these horrible footpaths and stuff. It's a brand new road that our school is actually built on, which still has not much else there. So yeah, it's a very quiet little road. Nice big 3 lanes each way sort of roadway with no cars. It's great. So we're going to try and work out, okay, we've got traffic lights so we can cross over with the traffic lights up here. Oh, get this ukulele back up. Right, we'll get out onto the roadway up until we get to the traffic lights here. Now the trick here is to work out where this roadway was. Nice big street sweeper there, keeping the place clean and tidy. He's going to do a Yui. We're probably going to get held up by him. He'll be gone by the time we're going. The lights are for the other direction. Okay. Lights are green, but there ain't no cars coming. Three, two, one, orange. 4 seconds. Okay, and away we go. Okay, we want to sort of have a quick look here before we cross the road. We need to find... No, I think we keep on the way we're going somehow. Okay, we're actually going to stop up in the shade here. We're just going to have a quick check on the map of where we are. We've got a hairdresser's out here on our left, out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, what we are looking for is the road up onto the tollway, onto the toll highway. Right, where are we? Okay, it's up in front of us a little bit further. All right, we're doing okay. We're on the right track. Oh, ambulance is here. Is this a little hospital? Just an emergency health centre by the look of it. A little clinic more than a hospital. Yeah, I was surprised when we came through here. So yeah, a lot of the shops out here are hardware shops selling a lot of the stuff that, you know, they're still building apartments and things over on our right. Or there's a lot of these truck servicing places, truck tire changing places, all that sort of thing. All very industrial out here for the next little way. Right, now, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, it surprised me when we came back with this DD driver and he brought me up here. I'm going, where the bloody hell is he taking me to? But yeah, we ended up coming out right on the end of this road that we're looking for. So this is a turn off here. So the main road up in front of us takes you up to the toll road. So we might be able to see, yeah, the toll booths and stuff up in here. But we're actually going to duck down underneath here. Little bridge under the bottom. And then wind our way through. It's a little bit of a rural sort of gardening area back here. A lot of gardens and stuff. Very cool. And yeah, so from up here, you're onto the toll roads and an easy run through to whichever other city or town you're heading to. I haven't actually paid much attention to how much we want to go this way. I haven't actually paid much attention to how much the toll roads cost for X amount of distance. But I do know that if you're traveling during Spring Festival, all of the toll roads in China are actually free. There is no charge for using them during that time. The government says, no, we want you to be able to get back to your families. We want to minimize the costs for you. You know, they do a really good thing. You know, in Australia, things like that, public holidays, they'd probably charge you double because they're all privately run and they're trying to make as much bloody money as they can. Here, these sort of facilities are built for the people. They're not built for a company to make a stack of money out of. It is, yeah, I really do like that. You know, I have nothing against private enterprise, but there are some things that should just be controlled. You know, back in the day, you know, we had, you know, government-run telephone company, government-run bank, government-run water authority, government-run electricity, and all of these things have been just sold off, and the prices are just out of this world now for a lot of this stuff. Yeah, I would have been happy to let private companies come into those sectors, but keep, you know, the banks. We should have had a government-controlled bank because it's sort of controls the other banks a little bit. They can't just be price gouging and just ripping people off. Hey, yeah. I love the idea of having these government-run organisations. We've got a nice park area on our left here. We have done a video. We went for a walk through there ages back. You'd have to go back and find that video. If I remember, I'll chuck the link in the description of this video. So our school is now just up on our left. We're up to, what are we? We're coming up on 20 kilometres now. So what's that? 38 kilometres total. We've still got full battery, all 5 battery bars on my bike. So yeah, no issue whatsoever getting out here. I'm well chuffed. So yeah, it's going to be, by the time we get up, parked up, it's going to be a 40 kilometre ride near enough. So yeah, well pleased. Good on your bike, you've done well. So this is the main road on our right, where we would normally come up to get underneath the railway line. But I wanted to go and have a ride through that other little section. Little village up here. Oh, and there is one other thing we will show you up here. So somebody in the walk we did around DingHu, somebody did comment about a lot of the old apartment buildings being on places where there were little village sites like that back there on our left. Someone else said, oh yeah, but people are just forced out, rah, rah, rah. Well, no they're not. They're offered perfectly good compensation. They're given a place, you know, a brand new apartment place to live in at very, very decent cost. So this is our school here on our left. There was a village area here which got taken away. Most people sold up and left. Went and got a good apartment, got a good amount of money for their loss. But we see one place up in here, the guy who owns this place wasn't interested in selling. So we basically built around his house. He's the only person from that village who wasn't interested in selling. So he's still there, he still lives there. He wasn't made to move. It's, yeah, very, very different. Trying to make the guard up. Hello! 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 Can we get in? Cheers. Thank you, sir. Okay, and here we are. So we're 21 kilometres, so total of 39 kilometres to get to the front gate. We might just take you for a little ride through the school before we finish up. So, classroom buildings here and here. Library building straight in front of us. Library building also has a lot of the technology stuff up on the top floor. Playground up here on our left. Oh, we've got a big banner up there. So we've got some sort of competition. Must be a football competition coming up. When is that? Can I see a date? All it says is 2024. We'll have to go and check that out. Football competition. I'd love to see that. So yeah, all classroom buildings, classrooms here. Then up through the back, we've got the river running through, so a lot of water coming down off the mountain during the rainy times. On our right there. Dormitory buildings on our left. Parcel delivery service here. So if students have parcels coming in, they come in here to collect them. Carrying on up the road, they've just put gates in here in these dormitories. I think it's only this dormitory where students can leave their bikes and they get locked up at night time and stuff. Little shop here. convenience store. We've got another of these convenience stores around the other end of the school. Canteen, and then yeah, all dormitory buildings right the way up the back. Avoid that speed bump. Canteen building, and then on our right here, these buildings up the top here are all laboratory buildings and sort of prac buildings. So they'll have, for the dentistry classes, they'll have dentistry surgeries set up. For the nursing students, they'll have hospital wards set up in the nursing building, which I think the nursing building is this one. This here is an examination building on our right, a smaller building. And then yeah, all of these different buildings are for the different majors within the school. What was this little building? Oh, down here, this little road going underneath here, apparently that leads to like a morgue. So they have, you know, people volunteer, donate their bodies to science when they die. Some of those come here for teaching the students, you know, as gruesome and as gross as it sounds, for them to learn properly, they have to have stuff they can work on. So this is a visiting teachers dormitory. So teachers who are coming here short term generally, although they've got me in here, so I'm not really, I live here, so I'm not really a visiting teacher. We'll go down the bottom way. Gymnasium here on our left. These are the buses, come out from DingHu every morning, back to DingHu every night. They have a smaller bus, little Toyota Coaster, that does the run midday. So they'll leave here at 12, head back into DingHu, take the teachers who are only working the morning back home, and then they get back to our school about 1:45, 1 o'clock. They leave the school, head back here by about 1:45 for teachers with afternoon classes. Oh, a few students wandering around here, heading off towards classes. So on our right down here, we have, actually we'll ride down here just a little ways. So now on our left here, we have the other canteen. Down beyond the canteen there is the big auditorium. We have a small auditorium behind the library building, and that one's the big auditorium, and it is big. Oh, we're going to run into footpath there. We will get back out onto the road. Okay, running back up here, beside the gymnasium here is the playground. Oh, looks like we're getting ready for the concert. I wonder when that is. I haven't been told about that. So we've got a big stage and stuff being set up there. Every year for the new students, they put on a concert, lots of great music and dancing things and all sorts of stuff. So really, really good night. Down here at the back of this building, we have a heap of different types of shops. Food, there's a hairdresser's down in there, different food shops. There's a China mobile shop in there for mobile stuff. There's another parcel delivery place. More food stuff in the front here. There's another convenience store in here. And then the top of here are more teachers' dormitories. So most of the teachers just have a dorm. So they'll just come work here during the day. They'll have an afternoon sleep after lunch, or an afternoon rest at least. And then in front of us here is teachers' apartments, which I don't think there's any teachers actually living in there yet. I sort of thought, when they built this, I thought they might move me out here and move me into one of these apartments, but they haven't done. Which, I kind of would like to be living out here. I'd like to be closer to my students so that we can spend a bit more time together, and they can spend more time practicing their English. Down through here is the administration building, and then to the left of the administration building is a big vacant plot of land which apparently is going to become dormitories for foreign students. So they haven't built that yet, but that's what's on the plans. So yeah, we might, so we've just sort of upgraded to being a university level, offering university level courses. So yeah, it looks like long-term plans is to actually have foreign students coming here as well. So that'll be really interesting. I hope they get that going while I'm still here. And then down here we have the brand new bike charging station. This was not here last semester. This is absolutely brand new. So I'm going to come and find a place here tonight to park my bike, charge it up overnight, and then we'll be right tomorrow afternoon after classes to take off for a ride down into DingHu and have a bit more further look afield. Should be good. So that's about it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this ride out. You see where I have to come every time I have a class. Actually, we'll go around the top way to my apartment, to my dormitory. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this ride, oh, and the other thing I should mention on the left here, these are all student dorms as well. So there's a lot of dormitory buildings. Yeah, all student dorms up here. And then the mountains up behind the school, absolutely beautiful. It's such a nice spot for the campus. Yeah, with these teacher apartments, I'm sort of half and half. I'd love to live out here with the students so that I can spend more time with them. But it is a long way from anywhere. But now I have the electric bike, it's probably not nearly so bad. So we're going to ride around the top of the playground, back to my dorm, unload my suitcase and stuff. So yeah, that's going to be the end of today's video. So if you've enjoyed this ride, hit that like button, share with friends, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. If you have any questions, comments, hit us up in the comments section. If you have anything you would like to learn about life here in China, in Guangdong, in Jiaqing, hit us up in the comment section. Let me know if you come up with a good idea. Oh, we got some girls throwing frisbee down there. Anybody I know from the frisbee club? They might just be doing a fitness class. Yeah, if you got anything you'd like to learn, hit us up in the comment section. If you come up with a good idea, we will go away, do the research, make a video for you. So thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, and we will see you all in the next one. Cheers.